The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Madrid have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And the pass is intercepted. Kane. Kane! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Beckham. This might... Real chance! He's scored! The breakthrough strike! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Oh. He's having a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. And that has put paid to that. Kane. That's an imaginative pass.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Xavi Alonso. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rudiger. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's Rui Costa. And he's quick to get it clear again. Nicked it back promptly. And now the breakaway. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
There will be 1 minute.
Ambitious ball here. That is a brilliant interception. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nice looking ball.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And it's Zanetti. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw...
And Owen! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rui Costa going face-to-face with his great rival. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of...
Oh, he's been caught napping! And that has been cleared.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep...
Could be danger here! That's a cute ball. He's beaten the last man! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's put paid to a promising move. And Owen! Oh! Fantastic! A finish of true class! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly...
Takes a shot! And they're quick to get it back. And that's a good ball. Nice He's tried one! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. A probing pass. Beckenbauer makes the... And the referee brings it to a close. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a decent chance! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance, surely! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Pete.
He's going for goal! Oh, he's been caught and he shoots! Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Owen really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Number 9.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Played into space. Oh, that is a good big chance! He has done it! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Tries to play it through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking to play him in. Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Will be 3 minutes added time.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And we've reached half-time.
Well, I think it's pretty much ideal so far, Peter. They won't be happy about conceding, but other than that, it's been really plain sailing.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we are back on the way. And this is Kane. Kane! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Kane clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
De Bruyne. Now it's Owen. No, it's come to nothing. And that's been won straight back. And he's decided to go for it. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Looking for the run. Roll, picks it up out wide. Howson. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly.
It's full on! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Courtois looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 14.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
It's become a case of men against boys. Chance for a shot! And it's come back out to him. Brought out the best in the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Cleared without hesitation. Out of play for a throw. No way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Knocks it into space. Zanetti gets good distance on it. And he was quick to react. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Shoots! No, it's wide.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Substitution in progress.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's an imaginative pass. Mateus. Xabi Alonso does well to stand firm and defend it. Can he get on the end of this? It's played through for him. Oh, shooting chance! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Number 18, Erling Haaland.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, what more can we say, Peter, about Phil Foden? Described as so good and fundamental to his team, and some of the best brains in football have said that. He deserves it. He's got to be one of the most exciting players of his generation. What a talent.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
What a start. Free. Fallen! Now, who's going to be... Goes for the shot! And he's lifted it over.
Xabi Alonso most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Nicked it back promptly. Can he get on the end of this? Nicely weighted ball. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Georgia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, what a mistake! Looking for the run. Howson makes the interception. Tries to pass it through. Tries a shot! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Forlan. Now he's got space here. Tries to play it through. Look at the space here. Chance! And he's done it! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
And this is Forlan. Chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Now it's Inzaghi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
A probing pass. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Nicely weighted ball. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, easy pickings there. Cleared without complication. Rijkaard clears it away, knocks it into space. Owen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's an imaginative pass. Now, can they get him away? It's a pretty loose pass. Marquinhos getting this one clear. Looking for options for movement. And he's heaved it away. Nicked it back promptly. Can he get on the end of this? And he's in on goal. He's tries a shot. He's delivered all right. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Owen clears. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's Owen. And he's well positioned here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to play it through. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. So your views on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Leading 1-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half.
Nepal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Now he's got space here. No, that's been intercepted. Howson gets it away. Time and again they are repelled. Kane. Forlan. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So a chance here, what can they make of it?
Well, he's very much the go-to guy. This is right up his street.
Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Now that looks a decent ball. Back into the middle, he's being urged to shoot. Still just a single goal between the sides. Beckham. Bellingham. Xabi Alonso wins the duel this time. Looking to play him in. Deftly away. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Oh, surely that deserved better.
Owen deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And the shot! He scores! And this is getting better and better. There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Pau Kubasi concedes a free kick for that.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Owen. Coming on to replace him is number 13, Rivaldo.
He's a sharp little ball here. Out for a throw. Real chance! And he cuts out the supply. Hazard! It's hit the upright. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Forlan. Beckham. It's played through for him. Great ball, and he's in here. Chance for a shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
After 89 minutes.
Was there ever any doubt?
13,
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Rivaldo.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Substitution on the field. Number 15,
It's a searching pass.
Diego Forlan.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes.
Xabi Alonso.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Erling Haaland. Number 8, Rijkaard. There will be 5.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter.
Owen! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Doué. And here's Inzaghi. Couldn't squeeze it through. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, played right into his path. And that is out of play. Oh no, what has happened here? Doué. He's found a way past. He has found the way through. Tries a shot! And that has fair fizzed.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Decent enough try. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Howson is the team's great visionary. And this is Forlan. That is great defending, so alert. Oh, it's a nice idea, but here's a chance! That's a half-decent try.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Stood up well to him there.
Nepal are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Ambitious ball here. It's Kane! It's off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And this is Forlan. Forlan unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's intervened well there. Doué. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. It's a good spell of possession, this. Doué. Doué cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Owen. That's a good ball. That is some save from Khan. There's the whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Taken back almost at once. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Adams spots it and intercepts. And he can clear it away. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. And he's quick to get it clear again. Pinches it off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Messi. He's on it, can he get away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And smartly reclaimed. Out towards the flank. Messi. Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Spain have their second corner now. Oh, smashing header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Rijkaard makes the interception. Deftly away. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Messi. Oh, look at this. It's Inzaghi! Sticks it away! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Spain have shot a goal! Forlan! Fantastic! A finish right from the top draw! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
It's played through for him.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the shot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And it's Messi. And this is Inzaghi. Big chance! And it's in! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment. And that is as far as it goes. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. De Bruyne goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. Beckham can get it clear. Beckham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Messi simply can't escape his critics. He deserves an earful after that.
Now he's off and running. He can run onto that. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And no, that was never going to make it. Quarter of an hour played. Distributed tidily. And he's intervened well there. Looking for a runner. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Forlan. Forlan! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pau Kubasi makes the interception. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And he's there to clear it. It's run loose here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, played right into his path. And that is as far as they're going to go. Spread it left. Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Forlan. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Robertson. Swung over. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Forlan in acres of space out wide. Pedro Neto chasing after it.
That will annoy the manager.
And there is the half-time whistle. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And a quick reminder today.
Reflections on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Natal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Rijkaard. Arsenal looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well. Nepal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Forlan showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, what has happened here? Albert Ferrer. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Coming on the field is number 20, Okazaki. Substitution in progress.
Albert Ferrer. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Closing in on goal. And that has left him in a heap. Look at the space, Messi! That's really well cleared. Alonso. And he plays one through. It's Kane! And they've got rid.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 15, Pedro Neto. Number 6, coming on the field.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Robert Lewandowski. Substitutions taking place.
Plays a sharp little... Kane! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Kane has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Albert Ferrer. Well, that pass isn't the best. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Referee's given a throw. And that's another throw. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, it's come loose. And it's Lewandowski. That's that, the end. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a key component, particularly in teams that play on the counter. Okay, you have the pace and the overlapping, but add to that his excellent work ethic, deliveries and his willingness to get back and cover. All qualities I really like. And then there's a whole array of flair.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. No way through. Otto tries to play it through. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Oh, this looks sharp.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Otto clears.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
That has been cut short. Looking to play him in. Back into the middle. Decent chance! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
That is a great pick out. Forlan gets through, tries a shot! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Nice interception, well timed. Chelsea with the corner, they're first. Palmer plays it short. Quick look, then plays it in. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Palmer. And he's been shifted off it. Owen. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Marquinhos does really well to win the ball there. Osimhen. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's an imaginative pass. Cucurella, Pedri, and here's Mbappe. And there is the half-time whistle. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement, a two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And Forlan! Off the post! Cucurella.
Nepal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Pedri. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's a searching pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Swings in across. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. And the pass is intercepted. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's shifting through the gears here. Danger averted for now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cucurella. And it's Pedri. Oh, super ball!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Knocks it into space. Dink through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Some resolute defending there. Alexander-Arnold. That's a promising run he's making on the right.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now this could be a chance.
Nepal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And this is Kane. Great defending, strong and determined. Palmer, too strong for his opponent there. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Osim, and he shoots! Well, now it's a race. In he goes again!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Pedri. And here's Osimhen. Now it's Forlan. And it's been played through. That's that, the end. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this.